Hi, and welcome to the Spike Feed, your leading Magic the Gathering podcast. I'm Nathan, just your typical Spike. And obviously, this isn't a podcast, but I couldn't help myself in wanting to repeat the famed Spike Feed intro. If you don't already listen to the Spike Feed, I recommend going to spikefeed.com and checking that out. It is very much worth your time. And for now, these videos are going to be posted to my YouTube channel and the Spike Feed channel. In the future, I may just post them exclusively to the Spike Feed. I haven't decided yet. So if you don't already, go ahead and subscribe to their YouTube channel in addition to mine. Today we're going to be playing Jeskai Pyromentor, and unfortunately, this is actually the second time I'm going to be playing Jeskai Pyromentor. Something messed up with my XSplit, and I didn't even record the work that I put in. Now, the game didn't go well. We went 0-2 in games versus the Allies deck. I made a ton of mistakes, which I'm sure contributed to that. This is a good time to mention I'm very much the kind of player that needs to practice with the deck. I need to feel comfortable and that sort of with the plays and the interactions, and that frees me up, I think, to make better decisions. When I'm approaching a new deck, if I just pick it up, and I've played this deck a bit, but typically I just kind of, I think, play horribly until I get used to it. So you guys may have to bear with me while I work to get the training wheels off this deck. I don't remember exactly what my sideboard was before. This is mainly the same deck that you guys saw. I did take the Secure the Waste out for a Dispel. I found that my creatures die a lot, and I'd like the opportunity to protect them. You could also potentially look at Vapor Snag, but I think Dispel is probably just better. I think Jeskai Charm might be a bit win more, as awesome as I think it could be with Monastery Mentor and Pyromancer. If you're making a bunch of tokens, you would kind of think that you may already be winning the game. Some things I've noticed just in my very limited testing. I haven't even run the game through a league. I mean, I've started obviously with the first video that I lost, but I feel like the deck might not have enough threats. There's some other things to look at, like maybe Abbot of Carol Keep. I don't know if that will work because there are some counter spells in the deck. Joran and Ruin Diver is something to consider, and then I think it's Storm Chaser Mage. And obviously Delver of Secrets. I didn't necessarily set out to want the deck to be a Delver deck, but you know, if we can get an early Delver into play and then play a controlling game against a lot of the aggressive decks, that might be where we want to be. But before I make any more fundamental changes to the deck, I just kind of wanted to take what I had and run with it. So I'm going to enter my second league match. Hopefully I play a bit better than I did in the first game. Again, I'm sorry that I'm not going to be able to show that to you guys. But let me get in a league match, and I'll see you guys soon. While I'm waiting for a game to be found, quick thought: you might want a Spellskite in the board. That, and kind of wanted to just talk openly about the Eldrazi deck that we also have at the Pro Tour. I feel like those Eldrazi decks' power level is a lot higher from the tempo advantage that they gain because of all their soul lands. And at this point, I'm just really hoping for the deck to be banned at some point, not have to play against it. But outside of that, I don't know that these sort of typical modern decks that I like to play are going to be enough to are going to be powerful enough. And so part of me wants to think, okay, well, in that case, then maybe I just want to just not ignore them to some extent. Now, the fact that they exist is one of the reasons there's a Valorous stance instead of the fourth path to exile. I don't even think my gut says it's probably not correct to only play 3-path right now. And I should probably be playing the fourth Helix, but I just wanted to go with what I had. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about those Eldrazi decks right now. I think that it looks like maybe more of a traditional control deck might be pretty good. It might be okay. The thing is, you know, you'd like to beat you can, if you load up on things like Spell Snares and Spell Pierces just to beat their turn 1 Chalice, assuming that you're on the play, then you obviously don't have a bunch of removal spells. So there's definitely a balance, and I don't know if you so much need to want to be Chalice, I mean to be nice, but I think you just want to Wrath all of their creatures away. So something to consider. Anyway, I think that we need to mulligan this. We do get a draw step. We get 2 draw steps. Because we can draw and then we can probe. I have run in. Ideally, you want to open with 2 lands. I have run into issues in this deck where, I've gotten myself stuck on mana. In fact, that's probably the reason that, the second game of that Allies deck, we got stuck on 1 land for a long time through a Serum Visions and a Gitaxian Probe and a couple of draw steps because there's only 18 lands in the deck. So maybe I need to mulligan this. Maybe I need to learn a lesson from that game too. So I am going to mulligan based on that. Yeah, and I think this is obviously better. So we'll keep here. And I will keep Serum Visions on top. Flooded Strand will be getting a Hallowed Fountain. Plains into Aether Vial. Yeah, okay, so I guess this is probably like Death and Taxes. It's difficult to decide what to do here. I'm tempted to get a Hallowed Fountain and just Serum Visions. Because I want to start trying to find removal spells. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. But the worry is, like, let's say he goes... I guess he can't Leon and Arbiter me and Ghost Quarter me next turn, so there is that. Now, obviously, it'd be nice to cast Serum Visions with Young Pyromancers and Monastery Mentors, but we need to find ways to interact with what he's doing, and this Mana Leak's not going to cut it, so I'm actually going to bottom both of these. Now, what I'd like to do is try to get some value out of this Young Pyromancer and then wait till 3 and play it with Dispel backup, because I'm sure he's running Path. Tectonic Edge. Is this going to be in Arbiter? Yeah. Alright, that's annoying. I think I want to do that. I mean, obviously, the thing I was saying is that Dispel gets a little bit worse if he gets a Thalia in play. And right now, if we play Young Pyromancer and he has a Path to Exile, then I feel like we're just still worse off. So I'm going to play the Sulphur Falls and plan to pay for Arbiter. This is going to be a Dryad Militant. Okay, it's going to be nothing. Plan to pay for the Arbiter so that we can fetch this, or actually get a land with the Scalding Tarn. Not having any early removals is going to be really difficult in this game because now he's really able to pressure our mana. Like, if we activate Leon and Arbiter, he's just going to Ghost Quarter us in response. Steam Vents was pretty good. I think I'm going to go ahead and Young Pyromancer and hold up Dispel. The thing is that then he's going to just... If we do that, he's definitely just going to Ghost Quarter the land that has... I think we're just gonna have to play this tapped and take some more hits. I feel like this game is going pretty poorly already. If this is another Arbiter, then we're majorly screwed. I mean, I don't think that... I mean, I guess we could have just traded the Young Pyromancer with something, but we can Yeah, we're just... There's no reason to even say yes. I mean, it's probably... I could probably just concede at this point. I mean, I guess we'll see what we draw. Maybe we're going to draw like Bolt and then Bolt, but I don't... I'm going to play this and just try to trade off with one. The idea would be to dispel the path that he's going to... Yeah, but I can't. Can't even search, so... Frustrating. This game's over. Okay, so engineered explosives. Is it static caster? Don't want Valor stance. Stony Science is... Their deck's a lot worse when they can't activate. When they cannot activate Vile. Click is reasonable against Vile. I feel like these Mana Lakes and Vermans are pretty terrible. I like Spell Pierce on the play. Maybe we can hit a Vile. I'm not crazy thrilled about the Dispel. Grim seems really good. Pia and Kieran could be good. I think that the Stony Science is... It's probably not good enough. But their deck truly is worse when they can't activate Vile. I wonder if this would just be better. No, I think if we're going to even attempt to run it, this is fine. I don't like Jeskai Charm necessarily. But I don't think we bring anything else in. Let's give this a try. Okay, we'll play first. I'm going to keep this and hope I don't live to regret it. I think we went all of these lands, and we don't have to search for any of them, so that's great. And we have some removal, so that's also great. I stacked that incorrectly. That should have gone. I meant to do Sulfur, or I meant to put the Sacred Foundry on top so we get a Helix next turn. I guess I still could draw it with this Gitaxian Probe. However, I think what I'm actually going to do is, let me think. Engineered Explosives on 1 to blow up the Vial. I think so. Or Sulfur Falls, Young Pyromancer, Sulfur Falls. I'm going to wait on that, actually, because depending on what his hand is, we may be able to really get him with explosives, and this will tell us. And if we really just want to get rid of the Vial next turn, we can. So I'm actually just going to do this. And then do this. Okay, so So we can play a Thalia next turn, which we can kill. And might just be better to hold this explosives to get rid of both golem tokens. Even Mind Sensor, Thalia. Okay. Let me take a screenshot. I want to find a better way to do the screenshot. I'd really love a way to like put it transparent on the screen so you guys can see it too. Okay. I drew the Sacred Foundry. So we can kill everything besides the golem tokens with this as a Staticaster. There's the cavern. Kind of want to fetch now while we can. We have life to gain, so I'm gonna do that actually. We have ways to gain life. White, red, and another one. Make another token and attack for 3. Step 6 here. I want him to put the other Blade Splicer in play. And I can chump a golem. I want him to put the other Blade Splicer in play, and then I want to kill them with Is it Staticaster and blow up the golems with Engineered Explosives. I mean, that'll also blow up our elementals, but I think that's okay. Yeah, so I'm just going to actually play this tapped, and that will be my plan. Two. So we know he played a Blade Splicer. This Thalia is gone. Could be a Leonin Arbiter or Thalia. I don't think it matters either way. He could just be activating just to be thorough. He did that earlier. That's fine. All right, so let's flash this in. Now he can Aven Mind Sensor and Ghost Quarter us, but I just don't care about that so much right now. He could also, maybe he drew a Flicker Wisp, but I don't think that really does a ton. So that was pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm just going to play this for 0. Pass the turn. All right, I'll blow this up. Keep Helix mana up. Do I want to Helix his face? See, we know he has, this is gone too, and I wasn't paying attention, but he probably played this plane. So we know he's got the Aven Mind Sensor and 2 cards we don't know about. He may have the planes, but I didn't really pay attention to how many like lands he's played. Probably though, because we knew about the cavern, and I think he had a Ghost Quarter and a plains. That was probably the plains in the cavern, so it's probably Aven Mind Sensor. Okay, so I don't think so. I don't think we Helix his face. I do think we attack with Young Pyromancer though. I do think we actually just get perfect information too. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. So you can flash in either of these, but we can kill either of them with Is It Staticaster, so that's okay. Yeah, I think we'll just do this as well. Make another token. Monastery Mentor. I don't know that we need Mentor, because I think we can win with Young Pyromancer, but I guess we can decide if we want it. We can go like this, and then play the land, and we can draw both or not. Oh, I forgot to take a screenshot. It was it land? I think it was like land, Aven Mind Sensor, and the Wingmare. I will play Click. This will probably force an activation. So he gets to pay to exile another target creature, then return to the battlefield it's under control. Okay. Yeah, we'll click him. Do I care about either of these? I mean, I guess the Mind Sensor is mildly annoying, because he'd even flash it in now. But I don't think I want to... maybe I care less than giving him a removal spell. Yeah, I'm not going to take anything. Let's see. So it just bounces it. So we can just shoot this whenever we want, I guess, like this, right? Because exile another, right? So he can't exile himself, and if he exiles this, then it comes back anyway. All right, well now I'm gonna. Do I want to? I really need to decide if I want to draw. Sure, why not? Let's draw him. Oh God, why did I attack with his static? That was so stupid. So we stacked with. That was dumb. I'm just gonna continue here. So you can put. He can put both things in play at instant speed. He can put even a Mind Sensor in play just off of his mana and the Wingmare in play. I guess he feels like he's gonna lose that game, even though we tapped ours at Static Caster for no reason. Okay, so I like Spell Pierces less on. I like Spell Pierces less on the play. Because we're just less likely to hit a vial. What would I? The thing is, I don't know if there's anything else that I really want. These don't seem great. I mean, I guess they could still hit a vial, like if he didn't have a turn 1 vial or something, but I'm not thrilled about him. Interesting to note, this could be awkward with this, so maybe, and it, you wouldn't care if it was Affinity, but maybe against this deck, maybe we'll just bring in one Wear Tear. Alright, we'll just run this. We need to start fetching immediately. But I'm gonna keep a removal heavy hand. And so now there's only 14 lands in our deck, so hopefully we'll draw not. Spell Snare could be useful. I'm still gonna play this, and I am not. I will get a Steam Vent, so I will fetch and shock in order to like Spell Snare something like a Leonin Arbiter or a Thalia. Basically anything. I don't think I want to play that yet. So I think this can just get a Plains. And in case he has another double Leonin Arbiter hand, I don't want him to put a Leonin Arbiter on the stack in his main phase and then have me fetch and then let him respond with another one. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and fetch now, and I'm going to just get a Plains here because we have another island. I mean, that might be unlikely, but I still think it's a lot safer. All right, well, I want to kill something. I know it's kind of card disadvantage, but we are going to make a dude. I'm going to Helix this. And then we're going to play Pyromancer and Bolt the Blade Splicer. Now, we're going to do that too. The thing is, though, if this is a Leonin Arbiter, if he has a Leonin Arbiter, because I still need to get another red source, that would be bad. I guess I can play the Pyromancer, take a peek. If he doesn't have an Arbiter, then I can just fetch and get a Bolt. It depends on how important I think that one extra token is. Because if he... Let's see. Because what the other we need to kill this beforehand. Taps and puts this on 3 because we don't want him to blink this with Flicker Wisp. So I guess I feel really strongly that we need to blink it. So I'm just gonna look here. And we're getting one less token. Okay, so he has a core Firewalker. That's good to know. He can flash that in now. Or he can also flash in Sarah Avenger. Alright, so let's do this. Forgot to take a screenshot. This is less scary if he doesn't have a way to blink it. So I'm guessing we're going to see... if it's Core Firewalker, I want to bolt this now. If it's Sarah Avenger, I want to bolt Sarah Avenger. I guess I don't really care about the 1 point of life. So let's just see what he flashes in. Yeah, so I want to go ahead and just get a Sacred Foundry and bolt that. And hope he doesn't draw a way to blink this. Yep, or Firewalker. Alright, so we're going to need to draw a Path to Exile for that. Lots of lands. Oh my gosh, did he actually draw it? No. He just wanted to be scary. Alright, we're not going to attack. That's kind of gross. Now we need to path 2 things. Of course. Alright, well, elemental tokens are going to have to be on chump duty here for Mr. Wiltleaf Liege. There's no lands in this deck. I can't fetch anything with the Scalding Tarn anyway. No, I guess I could have got a mountain. I guess there's a mountain in there. When I say there's no lands, I mean it's an 18. One of the reasons I wanted to play 18 land was so I don't draw very many. That's annoying. I don't know why you wouldn't attack with this now. Yeah. This seems real unlikely. So I guess we're just dead. Because even if we kill this, we're just going to die to this, and we don't have any cards in hand. I mean, if these were spells, it would be better. That's unfortunate. God, how many lands did we draw? Like 4? 3? Just drew nothing. I mean, there's nothing we can do. I guess we can just play this and then see what he does, which is going to be attack. I don't see a reason to play this other card. He's probably just going to path it. I mean, unless our opponent's just totally terrible. Restoration Angel. Yeah, well, I mean, we were already dead, but even if we had drawn removal, we were super dead. Well, disappointing start. So this was, we lost, we went 1 and 2 to mono white death and taxes. Unfortunately. All right, well, you know, let's just see what we continue to learn. I do like having, I mean, we do have, I mean, we could have drawn into something like Pete and Kieran, which could have helped. I do like having Karanos in these matchups. We had a lot of lands. I don't know if Karanos is right in an 18 land deck. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first sort of Spike Feed Great Nate collaboration. Thanks for watching. I just said that. What I meant to say was please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.